Hello, you're watching News Mongolia on MNB World. I'm your host, Susanna Oktay. For our top stories, COVID-19 booster shots now available to people aged 55 and over. School milk program webinar to be held on September 28th. Part of a skull of an Ice Age mammal found in Darkhan-Uul province. For other news, stay tuned. Starting this Monday, people 55 and over who have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 will be able to receive a booster dose of the Pfizer vaccine. In total, 450,000 people will be eligible to receive a third shot.
The Ministry of Health and the National Center for Communicable Diseases warned that COVID-19 infections and the rise of Delta variant cases will peak around 20th to 25th of September. In addition to senior citizens, those working in education, patients with chronic illnesses, and people taking immunosuppressant drugs will be eligible to get a third shot. As of today, Mongolia has received 5,730,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines, and the Ministry of Health reports that there is a sufficient supply of vaccines still available. Mongolia expects to receive more doses of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine through the COVAX facility. This week, Mongolia starts its new academic year. According to the Ministry of Health, if positive cases are confirmed in schools and other learning environments, PCR tests will only be advised for close contacts. People who received the Sputnik V vaccine will be given the choice of getting the AstraZeneca or Pfizer vaccine for their booster shot. The Ministry of Health noted that no research has been done on the compatibility of these vaccines.
The Ministry of Health and the National Center for Communicable Diseases provided updates on COVID-19 status in Mongolia.
The Ministry of Health today, August 30, has reported that 2,209 new coronavirus cases were detected in the past 24 hours after tests were carried out at PCR laboratories across the country, and 1,795 patients who were being treated recovered within the past 24 hours. Unfortunately, 4 people died due to COVID-19 complications. All new cases are of domestic transmission. 438 out of which were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar, and the remaining 1,771 were confirmed in the provinces. 13,570 COVID-19 patients are being treated at hospitals nationwide. Additionally, about 16,012 patients are being treated at home. Among the 13,570 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals nationwide, 8,400 are showing mild symptoms of illness, and 210 are in critical condition. Currently in Mongolia, 2,236,363 people have received their first dose of COVID-19 vaccine nationwide, and 2,085,000 people have received the second dose of a vaccine.
Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs.
The province-level online consultation agriculture sector development with more value-added processing was held as part of the 30th anniversary of ADB Mongolia. The central region of Mongolia enjoys climatic and geographical features favorable for agriculture and close proximity to Ulaanbaatar, the country's capital and economic center. Increasing herd sizes and the active development of mining projects in many parts of the region in the past 2 decades have highlighted the significance of environmentally sustainable growth. The event started with virtual site visits to social, agriculture, and urban sector projects that have shown economic and social benefits for province residents. The second part of the event focused on the region's sustainable development and the need for ADB's support. Representatives of the central and local governments discussed development priorities, including much-needed support for small and medium-sized enterprises for sustainable agricultural production in the region, and ADB's role in advancing rural development. On the occasion of the World School Milk Day, the School Milk Program webinar will be organized on September 28th. The webinar will be hosted by Dairy Asia, a multi-stakeholder platform committed to envisioning and building a sustainable dairy sector in Asia and the Pacific region. Dairy Asia was initiated by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization in 2014, and its secretariat is located in Ulaanbaatar. The Asian continent produces 40% of the world's milk and dairy products. Currently, 13 countries in Asia, including Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Indonesia, China, and Mongolia, have joined this platform. The Dairy Asia Secretariat, Food and Agriculture Organization, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Food, Agriculture and Light Industry of Mongolia will jointly organize the Dairy Asia Perspective Consultative Meeting on October 7th, coinciding with the 60th anniversary of Mongolia's accession to the United Nations.
And here's the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. In Hungarsum of Darkhan-Uul province, a remnant of a 15,000-year-old woodly rhinoceros was found by a local man named Natsugdurch. Shortly after finding the bone fragment, Natsugdurch contacted local authorities. The Institute of Paleontology says that the finding is highly beneficial to studying natural history and that the institute will conduct further studies to determine its exact age.
Natsugdurch made the discovery while digging near his garage 2 days ago. After Natsugdurch informed the local agencies of his discovery, he stored it in his garage as advised.
When I was digging a hole, I found something that looked like a rock. When I unearthed it, it was apparent that it was part of the skull of some animal. I contacted the Mongolian Academy of Sciences and sent a photo. Researchers then took a look at it, and it turned out to be from a woolly rhinoceros. Now the head of the Darkhan-Uul Museum is said to be coming to see the bone fragment. Also, people from the Institute of Paleontology are coming to take it.
Woolly rhinoceroses lived 10 to 30,000 years ago. The species had long fur, were accustomed to cold climates, and are believed to have grazed alone rather than in herds around river valleys and steppes with tall grass. As the planet grew warmer, also resulting in fewer resources for food, the species eventually went extinct. The remains of woolly rhinoceros have also been found in other countries with cold climates, according to a Mongolian researcher.
This animal weighed 2 to 3 tons, was over 3 meters long, and was up to 2 meters tall. This finding is going to be kept in our special collection after we apply some needed protection. We apply protective chemicals to newly found bones and fossils, as after a bone is dug up and left unprotected, there is the risk that it could be crumbled or fall to pieces.
Researchers highlighted the importance of informing the authorities when coming across an ancient artifact or fossil. Such findings can hugely impact research on natural history and the study of climate change. As of this year, 5 ancient remains and artifacts have been found by members of the public.
The Mongolian National Olympic Committee on Thursday welcomed the Olympic medalists and presented them with the Mongolian National Olympic Committee's highest award, the Golden Star, and the badge. However, SAEID MOLLAEI, who won a silver medal at the Tokyo 2020, was not in Mongolia and could not receive the award. Batushik, first vice president of the Mongolian National Olympic Committee and a member of the IOC, met with SAEID MOLLAEI during his official visit to Germany and presented him with the Golden Star medal and Olympic badge. During this time, MOLLAEI denied reports that he was seeking German citizenship, citing the fact that his wife and children were in Germany.
Good inside leg kick, and Royal was quick to the check on that one.
Darkhan-Uul PUREV, the 57-kilogram weight category fighter of MG11 FC and nicknamed People's Son, had his first fight in the One Championship on Friday. One Championship, one of the world's best mixed martial arts federation, hosted Battleground 3 on Friday. PUREV had his first fight in the bantamweight category with Ben Royal from Great Britain, a member of the Phuket top team in Thailand. Shortly after the start of the fight, he hit his opponent with a heavy blow in the 58th second, winning the fight. PUREV, now 30, has 9 fights in his mixed martial arts career, winning 8 and losing 1. He also defeated his opponent in the first round for the first time in his career. The MESA Pro Series, which began in December 2020, came to an end on Saturday after 3 rounds of finals. LILGUN, who led the group stage in the final, went straight to the grand final, and Train Gang, who finished 4th but won 2 consecutive knockout games, remained. In the final of the MESA Pro Series finals, we not only recognized the best team in Mongolia, but also had to represent Mongolia in the IESF World Championships in Eilat, Israel. The competition was held with a total prize fund of 20 million MNT, and the winner was scheduled to collect 14 million MNT. Before the game, LILGUN's team was very focused on winning the competition, and they wanted to send a big message to show how undeveloped other teams in Mongolia are. No matter how much LILGUN has been losing in the Asian stage lately, they showed that they are one step ahead of any other Mongolian team, and they showed that they are the best team in Mongolia with a 3-0 result. Mongolian athletes participating in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games started their medal relay with gold. SODNOMPILJEE, an honored athlete of Mongolia, raised the national flag in Tokyo, and the Mongolian national anthem was heard. In the 107 kg weight category powerlifting event, he lifted 245 kg in his second attempt, setting a new Paralympic record. He ordered 241 kg in his first attempt, 4 kg more than the Paralympic record. His competitor ordered 231 kg at the time. It became clear that SODNOMPILJEE would lift 245 on his second attempt. In his last attempt, he increased his record of 247 kg and ordered 248, but his lift did not count. Honored athlete SODNOMPILJEE became the Paralympic champion by lifting 245 kg. He lifted 8 kg more than the silver medalist. Batrjau previously won the 2008 Paralympics among Mongolian athletes. SODNOMPILJEE won the gold medal, and the Mongolian team took 42nd place in the medal table. So far, 74 countries have won medals at the Paralympic Games.
And here's the weather forecast for the world's major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you on Tuesday with more stories and updates. Please follow MNB World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.